New research has uncovered a landmass that scientists believe could have inspired the legend of the lost continent of Atlantis. A series of islands that sank to the ocean floor millions of years ago off the coast of Lanzarote, Spain, were uncovered. The islands were part of a large sunken mountain with 3 inactive volcanoes with intact beaches. The researchers discovered the islands on the seamount, an underwater mountain, which is 31 miles or 50 kilometres in diameter. The base of the seamount is around 1.4 miles or 2.3 kilometres below the surface of the ocean. Emphasising their theory, the team dubbed the discovery Mount Los Atlantes. Luis Somoza, research professor at the Geological Survey of Spain, or IGME-CSIC, said, "They were islands in the past and they have sunk. They are still sinking, as the legend of Atlantis tells." The discovery of Mount Los Atlantes was made as the team was exploring the seabed off the east coast of the holiday resort island of Lanzarote, the easternmost of the Canary Islands. They were using a remote-controlled undersea vehicle at depths of between 330 and 8,200 feet, or 100 to 2,500 metres. The investigation was part of IGME-CSIC's Atlantis project, which tracks underwater volcanic and hydrothermal energy in the region, off the coast of Africa. Los Atlantes would have been islands above the surface in the Eocene around 56 million to 34 million years ago. When the volcanic activity was spent, the lava hardened and became more dense, leading to the sinking of the land to the seabed. The incredible geological feature still retains facets of its former appearance. Somoza said, "We have identified beaches, cliffs and sand dunes at the flat summit of the seamount. The beaches would have been just 200 feet or 60 metres below the ocean's surface during the last ice age, as sea levels were far lower than they are today. At this point, the peaks of the volcanoes could have broken the surface again, and appeared as islands replete with wildlife. They eventually sank beneath the waves again as sea levels rose when the ice age receded." The next stage of the research will see the team analyse samples taken from Los Atlantes in a bid to date the rocks and work out when they sank. Further missions to the underwater volcanoes are also planned for next year. The legend of Atlantis is one of the most enduring and fascinating myths of all time. First mentioned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato around 360 BC, in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, Atlantis was described as a powerful and advanced civilization located on a vast island beyond the Pillars of Hercules, often identified with the Strait of Gibraltar. The location of the volcanoes would fit with that description, being outside the mouth of the Mediterranean. According to Plato, Atlantis was a utopian society with remarkable achievements in architecture, engineering and governance, but it eventually fell out of favour with the gods and was submerged into the ocean in a single day and night of catastrophic events. Plato's account of Atlantis is often seen as a metaphorical tale, meant to illustrate his philosophical ideas about hubris, the moral and spiritual decline of societies, and the ideal state. However, the story has inspired countless theories about whether Atlantis was a real place, and if so, where it might have been located. Over the centuries, people have speculated that Atlantis could have been situated in various locations, such as the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, or even Antarctica. Some researchers have linked Atlantis to the Minoan civilization on Crete, which was devastated by a massive volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera, modern-day Santorini, around 1600 BC. Despite the many theories, no conclusive evidence has ever been found to confirm the existence of Atlantis as a real historical place. Nevertheless, the myth of Atlantis continues to capture the imagination of people around the world, myself included. So, has the real inspiration for the legend been found at last? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and most importantly subscribe. And you can also support the channel on Subscribestar via the link in the description, or via YouTube Super Thanks. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.